A strange fellow, entirely unclothed, save for a mask. He entered unbidden. And what's up, guys? I'm Metasly, and we are back today with some Dragon Quest 1 HD2D Remake. Super pumped to be playing again. I have not had time in a while, so I am very much looking forward today. So let's get right into it. So the first objective for today is to get the Thief's Key, and we have to go all the way up to Galenholm right there to get it. So we've got a long walk ahead of us. I'm sure I'll be cutting out most of the walk, but if there's anything interesting, I will see you guys then. So we're entering some new territory now, and for anyone who missed it or who has forgotten, we are looking. There are 3 keys in this world, and we have to find all of them. The first hint that we got towards one is the Thief's Key, which I believe is in Galenholm, which in the old version of this game, there were not 3 keys. I got some dazzle me nuts there. There was only one type of key, and it was the magic key and worked on all locks. But in this one, there are 3 different types of keys. Also, the Thief's Key is not located where the magic keys were in the original version. So I'm interested to see how they kind of spread this out a little bit. Got some antidotal herbs, Seed of Agility. We'll be using that right away. And we get increased by 1. That is pretty brutal. Still fighting these wimpy enemies. But I think it'll be these the entire way up there. Okay, got level 8. I'm interested to see if there's anything on the map on the way there too. There's got to be a few like secret spots or something. And we got Zap and Peep. Okay, not bad spells. I don't really know how much we're going to be using them because we haven't used really many spells at all so far. Okay, this guy is new. Not hard at all. So maybe we'll find some harder enemies on our way up there, maybe not, I'm not sure. But yeah, we haven't really been using spells or abilities much at all. Like I said in the previous episode, people have been complaining online. I saw an article about it, that the Draconian difficulty, which we're playing, the hardest difficulty, is not scaled well and is too hard, which so far I have not experienced that at all. So be interested to see going forward how the game scales on this difficulty. I do expect it to get harder, obviously, but that's kind of the point, so we'll see how it goes. I also kind of feel like down in that area right there with all the trees, there's got to be some hidden stuff, but we eventually will be exploring all the map, and I would assume that they make it easier later in the game somehow, but so we're going to hold off on that for now. But we have now made our way to Galenholm, and man...
You disgust me!
I am very impressed with how well each of these town entrances look. The little cutscene that they've got looks fantastic. Welcome, Wanderer, to the storied settlement of Galenholm. So anyone who doesn't know, this town is named after Galen the Bard. And we met Valen, or Zalen, I think it was Zalen, the son of Galen. So they've kind of expanded the storyline. This is the extent of the story in the first version of this game. Was Galen was the bard from this town, named a town after him, but now they're kind of expanding on it in this game, so it'll be really interesting to see what they do here. Gather ye round, good people. What you see before you is a key capable of opening any door, so long as that door be red in color. Alright, so red key is the Thief's Key. Aye, 'tis the self-same all-unlocking item once used by the mighty Erdrick, the storied Thief's Key. Can it truly be? But this is a rare treasure indeed. How much might one expect to pay for such a thing? Might I compliment thee on thy knowledge and fine eye, sir? Thou hast certain something about thee. Art thou perchance a hero of some renown? I guess that's supposed to mean embarrassment. But to return to the matter at hand, how much for the key? Oh, this is funny. I didn't realize this was the group of the wannabe heroes from earlier. That's awesome. Were it anyone save thyself, good sir, I should not wish to part with it for less than 1 full million gold coins. But I'll give it to you for tree fitty. But to a hero known far and wide, if it might aid thee in thy world saving and general questing about, I might consider perhaps 800,000. 800,000? This is too much, surely. Thou wouldst gouge us for profit, even as the world burneth before our very eyes? What a nice guy. Aye, Aravacious rogue. Swindler, cheat. Well, if it really is a one-of-a-kind key. Come now, come now. Did I not just offer a discount of full 200,000 coins? What manner of swindler would do such a thing, And besides, where is the harm in selling a thing for a price befitting its rarity? I understand full well that such a sum is not readily come by, but a certain moneylender friend of mine, acquaintance, would be more than happy to help, I'm sure. Ah, so he's a loan shark. In any case, I shall retire to the inn by the seaside just south of here, there to await thee shouldst thou come to thy senses, O mighty hero. That's awesome. All right, so I'm curious to see how we end up getting the key. Also, what the wannabe heroes have to say when we talk to them. Oh, who's the... Ah, I see somebody behind the tree there. I wonder if he is going to rob him. He was standing right here behind this tree, and he's not here now. That is awesome. Okay, so we've got a lot to explore here in the town. This is getting really intriguing. I'm going to go ahead and save real quick. I am in love with this game so far. I am very interested to see how the story fleshes out. But so far, so good. Okay, before we chase down the swindler, let's check out the town. The moneylender of whom that rotten swindler speaketh is a usurer? What is a usurer? I'll put it up on the screen. And a scoundrel. A friend of mine did accept a loan from him and was worked by him most mercilessly until such a time the debt was repaid. Well, that's kind of how debt works. If you take out a loan, you gotta pay it. Just don't take out loans in desperation. That slippery so-and-so of a merchant did retire to the inn south of town. I hope thou didst not mind me saying that thou seemest the easily led sort. Perhaps it would be better not to venture in that direction. She clearly did not hear what I just said. Ugh, how could I have been swayed by such plainly dishonest words? The thief's key might greatly aid us in the fight against the Dragon Lord, in the fight for the fate of our very world. And yet that rogue doth seek to profit from it. Ha! Hath he no conscience? What, do you expect him to give it away for free? That's stupid too. These people are all dumb. Though the young fellow o'er yonder seemeth somewhat downcast, he must give thanks that he did not do as that swindling scoundrel asked. Truly, the purer and more honest the target, the easier the mark they make for such men. To prey upon the innocent is truly the work of villains. Agreed, good sir. Wherefore, and by what means would a common swindler have come upon the possession of a treasure such as the thief's key? By no means that you or I would deem honorable. Of that I am certain. Can't say it though. The thief's key, by means of which any red door might be opened. I could well use such a treasure. The mind positively boggleth to consider all the places one might visit with the thief's key in one's pocket, though not for the price that thief demandeth for it. So what do you guys think? Is he going to get the key stolen by the guy behind the tree? That's kind of what I'm thinking. He looked a lot more like a thief, so he's probably going to get it, and then we get it from him. I did chance to espy the culprits. What culprits, thou askest? Why, the foul fiends that did bear off Princess Gwaelin. Eastward did they fly, ever eastward. Is there none in this realm with courage enough to rescue her? There is. Then I bid thee bear word of this brave soul, whoever it may be. Tell them that the princess was taken to the east. All right, thank you, sir. Also, some direct dialogue from the previous version. I like it a lot. And we have a pot lid, which we will not be using. See if we got anything in the item shop here. I kind of doubt it, but you never know. In this world exist miraculous writings that, though one do no more than read them, one might nonetheless grow able to use certain spells and secret techniques. I even heard tell that such items are to be found in the last resting place of Galen himself. All right, so Galen's tomb is in this town. So there's a spell, either spell or ability scroll there. Though I would not seek them out if I were you. That place swarmeth with bloodthirsty fiends. In my playthrough of the previous version of this game, I got freaking destroyed there because I went in too early. So we'll see how it goes this time around. It doesn't look like there's anything we really want here. We've got plenty of medicinal herbs and chimera wings, so I think we're good here for now. So let's check out the rest of the town. Oh, I got some docks here. Fighting fiends is all about selecting the tool most apt for the job at hand. When surrounded by hordes of foes, whips and boomerangs are the order of the day. But when a single foe requires smiting with all one's might, then a sword or other weapon capable of inflicting heavy damage is called for. 'Tis as with fish, whereby the right lure and bait must be selected in order to land one's desired catch. Okay. He did say swords and other types, so I wonder if it's spears or hammers he's referring to. Probably both. Got a mini medal there. I'm curious where we spin the mini medals. I'm going to guess Cantlin, but I really don't know. So what else do we have here? Looks like we've got the inn, this sword shop here, and then one more building as well. Sure, I would hear a song. Oh, okay, so I knew he was going to play the curse music. That being said, it is a lot more dramatic in the previous version. My thanks, shouldst thou not have guessed, I model my works on those of Galen, Bard of Legend. So I would like to have some more backstory, we'll see if it happens, of why the Song of Galen here is a curse sound. If you know Dragon Quest, you know that that's the curse music when you put on a cursed item or things like that. So there are some things that we could buy here, but most of the time when I buy stuff, I regret it. We have quite a bit of money in the bank. I think we have 1,600, so we could get the steel broadsword pretty easily. Chainmail's pretty cheap, and we can also get the bronze shield. That being said, I usually end up finding equipment right after I buy it and kind of regretting it. So for now, we're going to just go ahead and explore some more and see what we can come across naturally. Safe passage scroll. Sweet. Okay, of all the things to find right there, I was somehow had an inkling that there would be a scroll there, but we will definitely be using that. Safe passage, for anyone who doesn't know, is like holy water in that it avoids easier encounters.
Wrong-o.
So that'll be very nice for our exploring later. Like I was talking about, there usually end up being ways to explore more efficiently later on in the game. So we'll start with that as an improvement. Long, long ago, when the great bard Galen did at last bring his wanderings to an end, 'twas here that he did settle. And 'twas here that he did build himself a home. And in time, the town which sprang up around his dwelling came to be known as Galenholm. Alright, so there's the backstory that I was talking about earlier, and that is the extent of the backstory that was in the game originally. I was hoping to go down there, but can't make it. So let's check out the inn and that end of town where the scoundrel went and see what we can find. Curious to see if we'll get a cutscene from the... Oh, the cat is staring intently at the fish in the basket. I don't think we can interact there, but maybe later. One can find all manner of pretty stones and shells here should one look hard enough. Can one eat the small crabs, I wonder? I fancy they might be a trifle crunchy. Little goober. Alright, got a Seed of Wisdom. And some gold coins. I wonder... She's talking about shells and small stones. It makes me wonder if there's something to pick up here on the beach. I'm going to look around real quick.
A few moments later.
Doesn't look like there is anything. I zigzagged across the entire beach. So... let's check out the inn, see what we can do with the scoundrel. Oh, we got to use that seed that we just got too. And with that, our wisdom goes up by 1. All right, another terrible roll. Oh well. Don't really need to rest here, so let's see what we can find. Boxer shorts. Leather armor, both useless to us. We could sell them, so I guess it's not technically useless. A ruggedly handsome face staring back. Huh, okay, I thought he said he was coming down here, the ye old scoundrel. Maybe we have to sleep at the end? Might as well, just see if anything happens. Kind of doubt it, but it also looked like he left town too. So that was not it. Okay, so to my knowledge, we've explored everything in town. We could buy some stuff at the store, but then we'd have to go all the way to a bank, get our money, and I don't feel like doing that. So we're just going to go ahead and save, and then cross the bridge and see what happens. Nothing. So that is confusing. I thought he said he was staying at the inn. That being said, I sure did not see him there, and he went this way, I thought. So she says the inn south of town. I would thought that meant the inn right here, but maybe it is literally south of the entire town. That would make sense why he crossed the bridge. Okay, I thought he was in that inn in the south part of this town. That's a little bit confusing. But I guess we're gonna head south and see what we can find. Oh, there it is right there. I would kind of like to turn, you know what? I'm going to turn off the, whoops. Did not mean to do that, but I'm going to go ahead and turn off the objective marker because that's pretty annoying actually having it on. It feels like cheating. And this game is, like I said, not that hard so far. So, and I generally know where things are at, roughly speaking, at least on the original version, but things have changed a lot. So might end up turning it back on later, but for now, I'd rather not have it on. It's a lot more fun to explore the way the game is meant to be. Also, tempted to use the safe passage scroll here to save some time walking. That being said, it wouldn't hurt to keep fighting and getting XP at this point in the game. Ooh, hey, there's something there. I know we're one-shotting everything, but a little bit of XP never hurts, especially in Dragon Quest. Got some gold and a turban. I don't think the turban's going to be good for us. Okay, so I tried just now to use Peep to see how much defense the fur hood I'm wearing has. And I guess I didn't remember what Peep did, but it tells what the item is, special effects, whether it's cursed, and how much it can be sold for. So that is actually really nice. But the turban has way less defense, so we will not be using it. Is this a secret spot? I think it is. Yep, okay, right where I thought it would be. What can we find here? Got a pot with maybe mini metal. Yep, there we go. Very nice. There's got to be something else here. Well, I don't guess there has to be. And looks like that's, oh, not it. Some gold and antidotal herbs. Okay. Might be some more secrets to find here later, but for now, that's going to be good to go. So onward south we go to the inn. Might be some more stuff hidden amongst the trees. It doesn't really look like it, but kind of hard to see. And we have arrived at the inn. The inn that was not... Well, I don't think it was here in the original game. Maybe I just don't remember it, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't in there. Leather suit, useless. Strong medicine, not useless. And what do we got here? Dost thou mean to venture southward thyself? Then thou wilt surely encounter not just rogues, but vicious fiends also. I would counsel thee to think again. She has no idea who she's talking to. Oh, actually, you know what? I think I remember this in vaguely. I am engaged in the investigation of all matters fairy related. Though these ethereal creatures are seldom sighted, I heard rumors of encounters with them in the forest to the south. And yet, though I went there hoping to seek them out, the place was so hopelessly overrun with fiends that I could not even hope to begin my search. I wonder if they've expanded on the fairies too. We have the fairy flute. Chimera wing here. I'm curious if they've added more to that. That would be pretty cool. Cannot search the dresser here, or the wardrobe. So, let's get us a key, or at least start the quest line for it. Yep, the dude behind the tree, beat him up. Sir, art thou injured? What hath befallen thee? My key! A strange fellow, entirely unclothed, save for a mask. He entered unbidden, and he took it. The thief's key, my treasure, my ticket to riches untold. He took it and escaped by the window. The naked man in the mask. Wait, perhaps he wore a loincloth or some such similar undergarment. But never mind that. The villain stole my key. What the heck? I fear, sir, that thou hast fallen foul of one they call Robin Hood. Nice. He is a lord among bandits who hath terrorized the lands all about this place and most mercilessly of late. See, I spake true. This Hood must be the rogue who did plunge my key into the depths of his drawers and depart without so much as a by thee leave. His drawers. He fled southward. I saw it. Return it to me. Return my key. Robin Hood is no wayside bandit. He and his accomplices are hardened and desperate criminals. We must send word to Tantagel and ask that a detachment of soldiers be dispatched. Or I'll just go. A detachment of... From Tantagel? Nay, sir, we cannot possibly. I have a feeling he's on the lam, as they say. Thou wishest thy key to be returned to thee, dost thou not? Wherefore wouldst thou refuse such a course of action? That's what I thought. Well, the key came to me by other than standard means. If I were to be investigated, I might be invited to spend some time in the jail. So please, I beg of thee, no detachments. Alas, it is that or nothing, I fear. Good man, good man. 800,000 gold coins gone. I'll do it for half. Okay, I wonder what he says now. Mumble grumble, curses! Why must such rotten luck ever befall me? Because you're a swindler and a thief. Thou art still here? I have no business with one so plainly impoverished as thee. Begone! Shoo! Plainly impoverished, huh? You're the freaking jailbird. Alright, got a mini medal. And some gold. Okay, cool. I don't think we need to rest. We're in good shape. So, onward south we go to find Robin Hood and the Thief's Key. So I see a little port town there in the middle of the water. I'm curious what that is and when we can get there. But for now, we're just going to head south. It looks like they have added quite a few map locations. So I'm curious to see what exactly we will find on our way. First time since we started playing today that we haven't one-shotted everything that we fought. We have crossed the bridge, so it should be a little bit harder enemies now. And we've got decent weapons and armor, so we should be in good shape. But it'll be interesting to see what comes up. There's probably something off to the right here. Let's go ahead and look. I think we've got the bandwidth to explore here without getting too destroyed. Legerdman. Kind of wish I would have bought that sword. Don't really need it. It'd be nice to have, but I'm sure we'll find one eventually. And I'm not really seeing anything over here so far. There's got to be something. Or maybe not. Okay. We got the... what did it call them? Ant Gobbler. We got the Ant Gobblers here. Do decent damage, but not enough to matter. Whips are so nice. Reminds me of Jessica from Dragon Quest VIII. What is your guys' favorite Dragon Quest? I believe as of now, mine is 8. I have not played all of them. Loved everyone that I've played. They're all fantastic. But 8 was my first one. And it holds a special place in my heart. 11's great. This one's great. 3 is great. 9 is great. There's so many good ones. But let me know what your guys' favorite is. And right here we have Antidotal Herbs. Would love and cannot wait to play through all of them on the channel. Let me know if you guys are interested though, because I'm trying to figure out which direction to go with the channel. And I would love to know if you guys like this type of playthrough style. And if I should continue on with it. So let me know. That way I know which way to go. Better get rid of these heal slimes before they just keep healing everything. Got some backup. That just means more XP. And the backup fleet. Or well, not the same one, but close enough. Sweet. We are getting XP and levels pretty quickly so far, so. Not believing the rumors about scaling poorly yet. Ah, sign here. What we got? Craggy Cave and Demdra. So I know Craggy Cave is right there. I do not remember this settlement here by the poison being in the original. Demdra was obviously down there, and that's an important town that we will go to later. But I do not remember this other spot being here. Oh boy, that's not good. Woo-wee! Better heal. And better watch my HP a little closer. Getting into a little bit tougher enemies, which is good. And got some leather armor. More useless stuff. Alright. Off to find Robin Hood. Robin Hood. Alright, here it is. What do we have here? I assume we're just going to fight Robin Hood. Oh, okay. Nameless Ruin, and we've got Zaylin up there. But first, we always have to explore everything. Strong medicine. 2 doses of strong medicine. Nice. It's getting really choppy here. I do not like that very much. It seemeth our paths are e'er fated to cross, good Metasly. It warmeth my heart to see a friendly face in such surroundings. The place in which we now stand was once a staging post for all the merchants of the realm. But now it is as thou seest. Destroyed. I like the cutscenes, but some long pauses when you're trying to narrate. Shall all mankind's great settlements soon fall to the fiends as this once bustling town did? And if such is our fate, what meaning is there in bringing new works of song into being? Oh, so you're a nihilist now. Did you say anything else? Shall all mankind's... Yeah, okay. So he's all depressed and nihilistic. We will see if anything comes of it else in this town right now. Oh. A ruby wristband. I was walking around in here spamming the interact button, expecting there to be something, and I am very glad that I did. The ruby wristband is an eye-catching armlet that stiffens the wearer's defensive resolve. Adds defense 8. And it raises our defense more than the slime earrings by 3, so we will be using that. Nice little upgrade there. So there's always stuff to find and explore in these little towns, so I'm assuming that's most of it, but not all yet. Oh, old lady. All that I wish for is to die here along with my home that the monsters did so savagely lay to waste. Pray, let me alone. Oh, okay. Whole town of depressed nihilists here. But as far as I can tell, that's all there is to find here so far. Oh, something on the sign here. When I grow up, I shall be a mayor, and I shall make this village the bestest village in the whole wide world. I don't think you quite succeeded, kid. But that looks like that's all there is here. I expected there to be this to be Robin Hood's hideout, but I guess not. So I guess we will continue on. Not sure if we go to the Craggy Cave or continue farther south at this point. There is on this peninsula here some sort of town or settlement. I think we're going to go there next before the Craggy Cave. We can always Chimera Wing back here and then go to the Craggy Cave easily from here. So I think we're going to keep heading south, or well, southeast, and check out this little settlement of, or town or whatever it is here. Like I said, this is all new. That spot that I just was and this one that I'm going to best of my memory. So I'm not really sure what is at each of these spots. I could turn on the locations back on the map and not have to explore, but what fun is that? Sometimes it's nice to streamline things, but Dragon Quest is not really meant for that, and I am still poisoned. Good thing we have some antidotal herbs that we've been getting everywhere. Poison was not even in the original game. There were poison squares like that. Got some medicine. There were poison squares like that bog up there that you just saw, the purple area. But as far as a status element, there was no poison in the original. So neat that they kept it and made it like a lot of the older RPGs to where if you get poisoned, every step you take keeps damaging you. Because they vary some, but like the original Final Fantasy was that way. And adds an air of difficulty to the game, and I hate when they drain my magic. Is there a bestiary in this game? I don't remember seeing one. But we leveled up to 9, and see if we got any spells or anything. We've got some stats up, and that is it so far. As far as I can tell, there's no bestiary, so no big deal, but I wanted to make sure that if there was, we continue filling it out as we go. So what do we have here? Fairy Village, okay. Not Robin Hood. Meow meow, purr. Sure. Meowie. Huh, okay. Not really sure what that's all about, whatever. Decent sized settlement here, so let's see what we can find in this fairy village. We do have the fairy flute, I believe. Yes, we do, okay. Which it is a key item that will come in handy later. But maybe we can use it here as well. I did make note, slippery sap. Made note when I was playing through the old version on the Switch that you only use the fairy flute once. Kind of kind of a letdown a little bit, so maybe they brought more out through it in this version too. We got a full moon ring. I don't remember what that does. Perfectly pure ring that helps prevent its wearer from succumbing to paralysis and ups our luck quite a bit. I think we're going to keep the strength ring and ruby wristband though, because I like that build so far. And here we have a mini medal and vial of holy water. So anything else before we look at the giant elephant in the middle of the room there that I've been ignoring? We got some magic water. That'd be kind of nice to have. Let's see what the heck this is, if we can interact with it. It does not look like it. Huh. Okay. So I am certain we will come back here later for something, but I don't know what yet. Also, I'm not seeing any fairies in this fairy village. In Dragon Quest III, I believe you could see the fairies but not talk to them unless you were an animal, something like that. It's kind of slipped my memory for right now. Oh, hey, there's a blue chest up there too. Not that we can open it without a key, but nothing else up here doesn't look like for now. So I think the western part of town. No, this is the western part of town. There's really not much here yet. I assume we'll have to do something and come back, obviously. Not really much interaction, right? Oh, hey, one chest that we can open, then one that we need the thief's key for. Crackle scroll, that would be very nice to have. That's a pretty high level spell just to find in a random chest. I like it. So now we know crack and crackle. I don't see any other barrels. Oh, there are some bookshelves up there in the corner to explore right now. So let's see if we can get some more. That'd be pretty cool. Snub scroll. I do not remember what snub does. What the heck? Shelves are lined with strange books. Strange forces stop Metasly from picking any up. Maybe snub nullifies that. I don't remember snub. Let's see what it does. Snub builds a barrier that protects you from spells. Okay. So we'll have to figure out how to disrupt that force, keeping it. Oh, hey, here's another one of those sigils. So that's going to be important later. I assume there will be a lot to do later here when we come back, but for now, I believe that's it. I think I'm going to put on the dogs. I keep doing that. I think I'm going to put on the dog suit and see if we can talk to this cat. Kind of doubt it. And now we're a doggo. Okay, it doesn't actually do anything, but that's pretty funny. All we had on before was boxer shorts. I think we are going to go ahead and use Aravisti's vest. It's kind of OP, but I don't really feel like walking around in boxer shorts, so see how that affects things. All right, we have gone south and south and south and nothing. So there's Damdra there in the desert and 2 more settlements down below that were not there in the old version. So I think we're going to go ahead and go back to the... Actually, you know what? Let's go back to Tanagel, heal up, and then we'll make our way to the shrine there and then walk over to the cave. So I will do all that and then meet you guys when we head to the cave. Actually, you know what? We're not even really... We don't even need heals. Screw that. We're just going to go for it. Easy game. Just go to the Nameless Ruin. I would assume that Robin Hood is in the cave just because it seems like a good place for a thief to hide. I could easily turn on the location on the map, but either way, we need to explore this cave. I don't remember how far into the game you're supposed to in the old version. No idea if it's the same here. So let's just go ahead and see what we can get into. We do have 1,200 gold that I really don't want to lose, so we'll have to be careful. So I only took 2 damage there. I was taking like 7 with the boxer shorts, so the Aravisti's vest makes a big difference. Kind of feels like cheating, especially when I was seeing how hard Draconian is, but it is built into the game, so I guess we're going to roll with it for now. And here we have the, is it Quagmire Cave? Craggy Cave. Okay, so let's make our way through the Craggy Cave. Yeah, this is where we're supposed to go.
Nah, boss. It's too dangerous, boss.
Boss. We'll have to go on Tuesday.
If thou thinkest I'm letting one of the boys just die, Thou hast another thing coming.
Another thing coming. I love Robin Hood.
Thinkest we're letting you die. Thou hast another thing coming yourself.
You got another thing coming.
Hey? Who art thou? State thy business.
Hast thou come here looking to pinch our treasure?
Oh, I'm a treasure pincher.
Thou shameless rogue. Come here and let me pummel thee.
Oh, you can try. Very nice. Okay, so first Robin Hood fight. And all of a sudden his hoodlums are knights. We have not really been using any spells. Let's go ahead and bust out the zap here. Take out the hoodlums. Or at least one of the hoodlums. Hey, that hurt. Let's go ahead and bust out the heals. Actually, you know what? I think we're going to use the... Oh, no, we can't use the strong medicine because we didn't put it on our person. That is unfortunate.
Much better.
That's not good. We're taking more damage than we're dealing currently. This is bad. We can't flee either, so we're probably going to lose a lot of money here. But let's take a chance with Snooze, put these guys to sleep. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Gosh, dang it. All right. First death in the game. I'm not sure. I mean, we're supposed to be here, obviously, but that was a pretty brutal whipping that we just took. Lost 600. Oh, hey. Okay, so they just let you cheat and not lose your stuff. Cool. Let's try an immediate rematch, and we'll go about things a little bit more tactically this time. So we need to put the knights to sleep immediately. Should have healed first. Okay, if we lose again, we'll continue from autosave and heal before we get in this fight. Gosh dang. But our only chance is to keep the other two knights asleep, I believe. Oh boy, that's not good. All right, we're dead. Wow, made it another turn. I just want to see if we can even hit Snooze. It's not even hitting. All right, that is brutal. So let's continue from our autosave, heal up, and think about it for a minute. Don't really want to lose our gold. Nice that it lets you not use it, but it's pretty cheap at the same time. So we're going to put our strong medicine on our person and heal as well. Could put on the dog suit. Could raise our luck for the Snooze with the full moon ring. I accidentally looked here and slippery sap is apparently a important item. So I have to keep that in mind. We do have our madcap too. So I've been avoiding using these items, but really I think I'm going to just to up our defense. For anyone who missed it, those are items from pre-order bonuses and because I got the collector's edition of the game. So normally you would have the dog suit. So I guess I've been avoiding it, but really it's not. It's less cheap than the ones that I do have, given that to get the dog suit you have to have a save file from Dragon Quest III Remake on the same system, which I do. It's a lot easier to get than the Aravistes Vest and Madcap. But I think I'll stick with this. We have our strong medicine on our person, and we'll heal up with the medicinal herb. All right, so now we are much better equipped. I'm going to walk out and back in. That way, if we have to continue from a quick save, it should just be right there with everything equipped that we already had. Or that we have now, I should say. So, let's go back into this fight, see what happens. I might need to use... Can I skip? Okay, good. I might need to use the... That's funny, there's no skip, it's just... fast forwarding.
Hast thou come here looking to pinch our treasure?
I might need to use... Let's see what happens if we say no, actually.
Huh? Thou seekest the key that was stolen?
My blinking
My
key!
blinking key?
Nice.
Well, it shall not be thine, Palio. Not on my blessed Nelly.
Nice, nice. Alright, so we got both lines of dialogue. I like that. Alright, so let's see how this goes now. I think we're going to go ahead and... Okay, I think we're going to try to Snooze again. Let's see how it goes. Man, our luck is so bad on that. And we're already half dead. That's brutal. Just for experimentation's sake. See what Crackle does, because it should attack a group if I remember correctly. Okay, that's the way to go. Should have been doing that the whole time. Alright, so we screwed up at the beginning trying to snooze. It didn't really work, but Crackle seems like the way to go here. It does a lot of damage. We might die anyway. Alright, we're going to have to heal. Hope that we don't die before... Okay, good. We're in good shape then. Oh, Robin Hood didn't even hit us that time. Alright, we've got quite a bit of MP left, so let's go ahead and just do Crack. Alright, good. Now it's just Robin Hood. Now we can heal pretty comfortably. Got plenty of MP, but I'm going to go ahead and use a strong medicine here. Alright, full health. Hoodlums are dead. He's defending. Alright, we're in great shape now. Let's try some Flame Slash, see how much it does. 37. Let's compare that to a regular attack. Only slightly more. Let's experiment a little bit. Let's do Zap. Zap does a good amount of damage. Need a heal again. Let's go ahead and use a strong medicine. I don't want to use all of them, but it is a pretty significant fight. Probably could have just used heal. Just out of curiosity, let's try Crackle, see how much it does to him. That's pretty darn good. Yeah, regular attack. I think Zap is probably... whoops. Probably the most quality bang for the buck we can get here. Better heal up though. I don't want anything goofy to happen and die for no good reason here. He defends a lot, which is nice, because if he attacked every time, you'd be healing constantly. Alright, so we switched our equipment up, but really it was the tactics that we changed. And using Crackle that won this fight. Crackle is pretty much vital right here. Lots of XP, lots of gold. Very nice. Now, give me the key.
Thou hast clobbered me fair and square, but thou wilt spare me, wilt thou not? I swear upon my soul to mend my wicked ways. Say thou wilt, please.
Oh man, I love Robin Hood. I think if we say no, it's just gonna keep. He's just gonna keep begging.
Oh come on, Gov! I'm begging me.
No. I don't think it matters if you do a bunch of times, so we'll just say yes.
Cheers, ears. Verily thou art a saint.
I bet we'll bump into each other again.
By the way, what do they call thee, pal?
Pal.
'Tis a fine old name, that. Yeah, I like it.
The fork-tongued rogue doth claim that through his veins courseth the blood of heroes, boss.
Is that so? And thou needst the thief's key for doing some heroic bits and bobs, I suppose.
Surely thou dost not believe this twaddle, boss?
Well, the thing is, see, this Erdrick, the hero who did save the world...
Who's a pal of mine?
Worked for one of me ancestors, as it happens. Bloke taught them everything they knew, in fact. Verily. And if our friend here truly is descended from me great-great-granddad's most giftedest of pupils, that explaineth how come he just duffed me up so good.
I love this.
The thief's key, heirloom of my storied line. Since thy family and mine go way back, I ain't too bothered about handing it over to thee. On one condition.
You let me go.
Thou must first navigate this here cave and bring back our comrade, who have gone and got himself proper lost.
Somehow I don't trust him. I assume we get the key,
Sooth,
but
thou art a genius.
don't trust him.
This fellow here will be able to bring him back, no probs.
Well, what sayest thou, cuz? You up for it?
Sure, cuz.
Ah, cheeky. Fine. Well, if thou hast no need of it, perhaps I will feed the key to my friend here instead.
Now pull it out of his belly.
Mate, please. I ain't hungry for no key. Do as the boss says, I'm begging thee.
Let's see what happens. Oh, he...
Thou callest thyself a hero. Come
Oh,
on.
okay. I thought he actually did two of that. That's awesome. Let's see what happens. All right, that must be the... This is the repeating line, I take it.
And thou callest thy...
That's hilarious. Almost had to gut him to get the key.
Nice one. Verily, thou art probably
Probably.
descended from here.
Oh, and just so thou knowst, there's supposed to be fairies in there what useth magic to confound all who enter, or something. Anyway, be lucky, eh?
Hey. That's freaking awesome. I love this. All right, so I'm assuming that the slippery water, whatever it was in our inventory, will be used in this dungeon here. One of my underlings hath gone and got himself lost in the depths of this here cave. If thou canst bring him back, the thief's key is all thine. Good luck, eh? The thief's key were nicked off the boss after he did boast about it most noisily down in the tavern. That evening he did fall into a Scottish slumber, only to wake the next morning and find it gone. The boss did threaten to make me swallow that key solely to engender thee in feelings of pity, such that thou might come to our aid. Probably. Alright, that's awesome. I love it. This game it just gets better and better every time I play, but that is all the time we've got for today. So in the next episode, we will be going through this cave, figuring out what is going on with the fairies, getting the key, hopefully, and I am very much looking forward to it. So make sure you guys subscribe if you want to stay caught up on this series or anything else I've got going on the channel. Got lots of stuff for you to check out. And if you like this video specifically, please hit the like button and let me know in the comments your guys' thoughts, if I should continue playing Dragon Quest in the future, or what other stuff you guys would like to see. So thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you for your support, and hopefully I will see you in the next video.